Welcome back to the Cepheid Variable. This is your referee, Chris, and you know what time it is. It's time for me to thank our fine folks at Patreon. Them there folks are Taylor, Drowrin, Miles, Randy, Yam, Colby, Thomas, Randy G, Laszlo, Hovo, Hovo, Jeremy, Ben, Garth, Tyler, and Nelson. Thank you guys for your continued support over on that there fine Patreon thing. If you're interested in the Patreon, check out the show notes. You'll see a link to that. It's $3 a month, and you really are just supporting us. There's some artwork up on there. Not a whole lot. I probably should put another post up there. That'd probably help. But hey, yeah, if you don't want to do that, it would be cool if you shared this podcast with your friends that you think they'd like it, or leave a review anywhere. That would be really dope. It helps us grow. And yeah, we got Discord, all that kind of stuff. Check out the show notes. It's all there. That's all I got. Enjoy this episode, and hope you guys like it, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye. You all are standing in a tunnel underground, returning to the surface after talking to the bug folks, a clan of outcast bug folks here on this planet. You discovered a little bit about them. You ate a grub and can now understand their language, their clicks, and everything.
We Lion King'd it.
How long is the travel down the tunnel?
It was let's say like an hour or so. Going down there. So you're coming back up. I'm assuming that Jedt probably has his drones in the air doing the scans like on the way down, or do you think he would need that since he did it on the way down?
Yeah, I think. I was kind of scanning on the way down, so I think we're probably good at this point. As long as we're going in the direction that
you're following the same path. Yeah. So okay. I believe, if I remember correctly, I didn't listen to the last episode yet, so I'm going to trust our good friend Tyler here.
You gave me a big gun and 1,000 credits.
I did, yeah, you're right. I remember that. I remember that part.
BFG.
You told Sarah that you ate one of the grubs.
Yes, I was trying to convince her, come on, eat the bugs.
Right, yeah.
Eat the bugs.
Exactly.
When she was like...
Nah, man, that ain't me.
She was going to just take the bugs back and do some tests on them, whatever, and see... The vibe was basically, she's like, oh, sure, you ate the bugs and you can hear them now.
Right,
cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you guys are progressing back towards the surface. We ended with you guys seeing kind of the hole that you came through. We see you guys pass through out into this arid desert. It's probably been like another hour. You guys probably, let's say it's another 2 hours. You guys spent probably an hour down there talking. They were trading with these bug folks, trying to understand what was up with these giant... whale creatures that breached and then landed back down from where you guys were. And so, yeah, we see you guys get yourselves back on to the escort vehicles that brought you out here. And you start your journey back towards the base.
On my way, so Sarah's just like, okay, sure, you ate the bugs, whatever.
Yeah, remember y'all are on comms too. Like y'all have helmets on and everything. Do you guys take those off when you get up top, or do you keep them on?
I think that
Zander
would probably keep it on as a safety precaution.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially what we know now with like the hostile faction.
Yeah.
Primary faction, I'll probably keep it on for a bit.
Less of an atmosphere thing than a
protection.
If I'm not in base, then I'm not taking this off.
Okay, cool. Did I go with the rest?
Unless there's a reason like to eat a bug.
And also like taking off your helmet for me is like not having your cell phone available, right? I got my computer module on there, so how would I talk to my computer?
You gotta get that shit in your brain like Blex.
I know. I couldn't pay for that one. Yeah.
We got like 10,000 credits last time. You might be able to pay now.
True.
It's true. You know a guy who will do it.
Yeah, nice.
No, I don't know that. I don't do surgery. I can just make it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Gotcha.
You don't tell him that. You just do the surgery.
Yeah.
And if he dies, he still got his money.
Cut him
Got to
up,
pay up
man.
front.
Just give me a scalpel and some Orajel. I got it.
I have a 1 in medic, so
Yeah, you can do it.
I could totally do
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
I don't want to go off on this, but like Severance is so good, and I'm watching it. It's so good.
I'm
dude.
3 episodes behind.
I've heard really
so
good
don't
things.
say
So
anything.
fucking-
Don't say
okay.
anything.
I've never seen a single episode of it.
So
Dude,
fucking good.
Do yourself
Change
a favor.
that.
Yeah, see.
Watch it. Quit your job.
Yeah.
Come back and talk to us. It's
See?
phenomenal.
See, yeah, don't trust me. Trust Jake. He knows what he's talking about.
Or ask ChatGPT.
Ask ChatGPT. Yeah.
Never ask a hallucination
So
box.
fucking-
Yeah, I've heard really good things about it.
Yeah. Ben, if you dislike Ben Stiller, it'll change your mind. He isn't in it. He just directs like the
Yeah.
first
No, he's
6
great.
episoms.
I can't
Well, he's
believe
a creator, right?
Yeah.
There's like
Tropic Thunder is one of like the best films.
the animation
Dodgeball?
for the opening theme, like the opening,
Yeah.
the intro, get won an award essentially
Oh,
for
nice.
like best intro. Yeah, because it's like some crazy claymation shit, but it's like also to this really haunting.
that what it
music.
is?
It's something like that. It's,
Oh.
it's not, I don't know if it's strictly. It's not claymation, but it's like a crazy. He like
Like
is
a
an
blend of
innovative.
Physical
Yeah,
dialogue,
it's like
a diorama kind of thing, or what is it?
it's like he has his. It has a very. It looks like claymation, but it's just a very innovative like CG process that essentially is like very creative. Like it's unique.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. Nice. There we go.
check it out.
Anyways,
Yeah, so you guys are still all suited up. You guys get into your vehicles. Remember, there are 3 of them with you.
Sand shooting down as we're
Sand
having.
blasters.
Covering just sandblasters, cutting your pathway through.
Dune bug out.
The other sand has now been covered by other sand, so you have to blast that sand again.
And I think we decided that the top insect people just they're kind of impartial to the help that they are receiving.
you took a real hardline stance against anything Dominion-wise.
That's just Toots.
That's just Toots.
That's just
That's what I
Toots.
mean. But the vibe we were literally
Yeah.
getting from their mouths is, yeah, man, we're into it. Like,
They're like,
if you can help us, cool.
but
Yeah,
they were
so-
just so indifferent. They were like,
You met an outcast group of
Yeah.
the society. So, of course, they're like, yeah, we want help because the other side wants, like, they kicked us out. Why wouldn't you want someone
Right.
else's help?
Right.
And what you learned is the other side had those giant whale things.
Yeah.
right.
And they were very militaristic. A lot of wars. They fight a lot. And they made a lot of stuff out of bronze and iron and stuff like that.
Yeah, they had metalworking.
Yes.
Do we know why these guys were outcast?
No, they didn't tell us.
They were
sure
the
did.
poets. They loved the
And that
song
seems like
and dance.
bullshit to me. That seems.
Could be.
I like
Yeah,
it a
you
lot.
never know.
Yeah,
Don't trust anybody in this world.
yeah. But I mean, basically,
Not
if they're happy with the help that they're receiving and they aren't like getting anything against their will, I don't think Toot would have a.
Yeah.
But if we want to just burn the Prime Dominion to the ground for something to do in the game,
I mean, yeah.
Could we do bomb?
Can we give them nuclear weapons?
Yeah.
I mean, there are pocket nukes in the game.
yeah,
Oh, that's
can
right.
we
That's right.
When the portal
a
nukes.
paramilitary death squad to then take out their whale riding overlords?
That's what I'm talking
We
about.
can get the money for it by selling crack
Yeah.
to our cities.
Yeah.
Dude,
Let's go talk to that guy.
we should flood the streets with crack cocaine so we can start an illegal arms war in
Damn.
Nicaragua, and then
Holy
we can
shit.
take
Whoa,
what
whoa,
we learned
Space
from...
Nicaragua.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Space Nicaragua.
Then we can take what we learned from that and then
Damn.
train these guys to wipe out this entire planet.
Yeah.
And then
And they said
say
that,
that it belongs to
I'm a
us.
original
Jake.
thought doesn't exist. That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
they said.
yeah. I'm with Jake. This is a A+
All right,
plan.
cool.
Love
So
it.
Space
Art
Reagan
imitates
gets in
life.
power, and
Is there such thing as like a Death Star thing where we could just destroy the planet and move on to the next scenario?
I
absolutely.
mean, I definitely do want to
Nuke
get the
and
hell
pay.
off this planet.
yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right. Everyone, give me a recon roll.
Recon.
8, just standard
Whoa.
80, standard just 8 plus.
I have recon.
Feel free to add one of your other what skill you think maybe.
Nope.
Education, intelligence probably makes sense to me.
Despite being
got one.
a long military career, Zander
Wow.
not looking out.
Okay.
I got 6 total.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a donut.
Then go for it.
I got 10.
That's a lot.
Thank you. But Cody won.
Yeah, I
he
think I
beat
got
me.
a good score. It's literally natural 6-6, but I need to find out what my recon score is.
-4.
Yeah. There it is. Okay, so it's 1, and then I'll just add whatever intellect. That's fine. So yeah, it's a 14.
Perfect. Cool. So Toots and Jedt, you guys are in this. You guys are here. You're in your vehicle. You're driving along. You guys are heading back towards the compound, and you notice that one of the guys, like one of the gentlemen in the thing with you as well, he's kind of looking at you guys and like looking away, and then you see him kind of like nodding his head, like ever so slightly.
Whoa.
You guys, you two notice that one of the guys in there
Yeah.
Suspicious.
acted a little weird towards you.
So he's nodding like
Like he seems to kind of like be looking back at you guys, or like looking at you and then looking away, and then you see him kind of like nodding his head as if
Like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Exactly.
They're like, Dave, did you just nod? And he's like, no.
Everyone listening is like, yeah, what Jake did.
They get it.
You gotta stop doing this, buddy. You're giving away everything. No. Yeah. Oh no. Great. Okay. So I guess I
I don't know what you do. That's just what you notice.
Okay. Good. I noticed
So,
that.
you guys arrive when you get within probably 100 meters of the base or whatnot, as you guys can like see the outline of the base and everything. You guys notice like another smaller ship is lifting off and taking off through the atmosphere. See it shooting off into the clouds, disappearing.
that's not unusual.
No, there'll be other ships
Like
here
that?
and there.
Okay.
Yeah. And so we see you guys arrive back at the base. Pull up. Something funny happens.
Sorry, we're just.
I was laughing at the noise the ship made.
Yeah, and then I was laughing that Jake was laughing at the noise the ship made. And the potential noises I could make to lean into that.
Yeah. Because I feel like the ship was kind of like...
Exactly. Sorry. Farts are always funny.
You guys arrive at base.
I love the instant cut.
Pull
Soon as we're within the bounds of the base, helmet comes up, helmet comes off.
Okay. Everyone else in there, all the other guys, keeping their helmets on. Like their suits on.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
You're
So,
like,
definitely noticed that.
Okay.
now I'm not going to put it back on.
Back on, yeah.
Too
Well, I
awkward.
already made my choice.
You sure did. And you see, you guys pull in, your vehicles like park in a bay. Everyone gets out. They obviously like wait for you guys to get out. They follow you out. And then Sarah kind of comes up to you guys, and if you don't have your helmets on, she kind of gets on the speaker, keeping her suit on. She's like, we need to just meet up real quick, have a quick debrief of what you guys learned.
Absolutely.
So if you guys
Oh,
want to
now
follow
you
me-
believe us.
Well, I mean, we're going to see what you guys talked about. You were in there for quite a while, so.
Okay. Absolute.
Excellent. If you guys just want to, we're going to head over to, like the area you guys went before. They were kind of in the Science Bay area. Look, she was like, yeah, if you guys want to follow me over there right now, we'll just get a debrief and then we'll get you guys back on your way, okay? Sounds good. And so she starts walking that way. All these people are following you. It seems like Toots and Jedt, you guys definitely get the vibe that, like,
Something's fishy.
people are giving you a wide berth as you're coming
Yeah, they're
through.
kind of on edge, it seems like.
Yeah, like people are definitely like everyone that like everyone that you see has a suit on as like you guys are coming through. Like even in areas where there typically wouldn't be a suit, if there's nobody in the hallway or like people are walking by in suits until they get you into like into this meeting room
Okay.
of sorts. I don't know if you guys want to do anything with that information. If you let
Just
the
keep
other
it-
two
keep
know.
it top of mind. Well, actually, yeah. Do all of us notice this?
I'm curious.
You two don't. Sorry, you two, as in Blex and our good friend Zander, because you guys didn't roll very well under
Yeah.
recon.
Are
That's fair.
I kind of like if I can mutter under my breath or like use my comms because I think I still have
You guys can
helmet
probably.
on.
There's like
Yeah.
multiple
Like an
comm
open
channels.
channel.
Yeah, you guys were on
exactly.
a different comm channel when you were talking with the bug guy, so they could tell you what
Probably
Buggo was saying.
pretty easy to covertly, just like talk
Open up
where
a
they
new
where they
Discord
maybe they know
chat.
I'm talking exactly Discord. Pop them. I kind of like, hey, can you hear like any bugs now? Because I didn't hate or like not a bug. Sorry, can you hear the race like with your
Nice.
my hive mind thing? Like, does it have the range or can you hear nothing right now?
Do I?
It's a question for Chris.
I do not hear anything.
Don't hear
According
anything.
to God,
Okay,
I
got
do
it.
not.
I was just kind of curious, yeah.
Get the ordained thought process.
Chris liked that one. He's like, yeah.
And I recall knowledge. Do I know? Do I know who we told? Like, it was just the main lady at the.
Yeah.
I think that's the
bunker.
only person.
Give me a
we saw.
society check. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as you remember.
Yeah.
And
Interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
your boy Zander only told her.
Yeah. And did she have like a walkie-talkie for like back to base that I saw her use, just in general, like
Nope,
just
you
in
didn't see,
terms
but
of
you guys weren't in the
equipment?
car with her.
Yeah,
You guys did
okay.
not take the sandblaster vehicle over
Got
with
it.
her.
Yeah. Same.
You're in your own separate sandblaster.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. All right. I guess. I don't do anything different. I'm kind of just like. Yeah.
I'm
continuing
gonna,
to
as
observe.
nonchalantly as I can, make sure that my pistol is easily retrievable from my person
Okay.
for safety reasons.
Yeah,
but
Toots
not
got-
like have it out and pointing at everyone, just being like, quick draw McGraw kind of style. Yeah.
Toots has got her fake arm that's looked like this, and then she's got her gun like inside her pack is actually pointing a gun, but she's got her fake arm
Yeah.
looking like she's
Like
holding
a styrofoam mannequin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's like clearly just like paper mache.
Yeah.
Well, can I die hard it and just have it taped to my back?
Oh damn. Yep.
I mean, you have a suit on.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
it'd be pretty
it-
obvious. That's under the suit.
A big gun duct taped to the back of your
Yeah,
suit.
yeah.
I'll just keep walking backwards so that no one sees.
Yeah. All right.
We'll say there's like a side pouch on your suit that you can like
It has
hit
pockets,
a button
of
and
course.
it slides open and the gun pops out like a what is that, a RoboCop's leg where like the gun just slides out and pops out. We'll say something like that's built into the suit. I'm cool with it.
So
Probably cost you an extra
Jedt,
500 credits. Write it down.
Jedt, you didn't tell Zander? Is that what
Zenda.
Sorry. What?
you didn't tell him? Like something fishy's going on?
I didn't tell anyone anything. Yeah.
Okay. I think.
I'm just oblivious.
Yeah.
I mean, like.
I think what since like we're a tight knit crew, and like I previously did this in the previous episode where I looked at Zander. And
Are you?
Yeah, are we?
Yeah, hold on.
You
Mrs.
explicitly said,
spent a whole
I'm not going
episode.
to do anything unless people ask me to do something.
Spent
Yeah.
a whole episode keeping the secret that you ate a bug.
okay, but I told you relatively quickly, sir.
Relative to what? The heat death of the universe? Like
Meescha plays wild cards. It was
Wild cards!
Fidget,
I
it
think
was
we are
Toots.
on our way to becoming a tight knit.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
exactly.
We're on
I
our
can
way.
agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll take
I
like
think,
maybe 5
like-
years.
Okay, you got me there.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
I
guess if I opened comms for the bug thing and got that answer, I guess I would say like, if I'd be like, something's a little fishy. I just like be ready, guys.
Okay,
Like,
don't jump on this bandwagon now. God.
Wait, what? What are you talking
I was like,
about?
no, my idea.
So like before, when I was trying to tell Zander about the bugs, I like hinted like channel, like I held up like channel 3 with
you
my
like
fingers.
fingers or something.
Right.
Yeah. So I was gonna do that again.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Nonchalant.
Sorry, I didn't want to.
Thieves can't.
We can probably have like a constant open channel with all four of us.
Okay.
Exactly. It's like channel 6969. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our like. What is the Cascade Andromeda? That's your ship, right? What's your ship called?
The
Saigon
Saigon
Baptist.
Baptist.
So good.
Yeah, maybe our Discord chat can be named one of those.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Nice.
Sounds good.
Saigon Andromeda.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, maybe you got
like-
kind of iffy on that, but
Yeah, no, it's something, yeah.
Cascade Baptist.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
wow, that would be intense.
I'm saying Saigon Baptist goes real hard as a name.
It does
Yeah.
actually.
I weirdly love it the more I think about it.
Yeah,
though.
so that's
like,
that can be our open group chat.
okay.
There you go.
Perfect.
So like I think what Toots would do is that she would like walk past Zander just like a little bit, just be like they're having a conversation, but it's like back to back kind of thing, like they do in
Shoulder
soap
check 'em.
operas.
Yeah.
And then she's like, she kind of just like relays what she observed, just like something fishy's going on. Pilot down, going back up to the surface. He was relaying some weird science. I don't know. I read people pretty well with being a politician and all, and so I got weird shit's going down right
So
now.
with this being said, if I look around, would Zander notice, like you mentioned, that there are people with helmets on, even in areas they normally wouldn't?
Yeah,
have
it
them?
seems like this area is probably the pathway's a little more clearer than it was before, with people like walking around, going to stations and whatnot. It seems a little more desolate. So, think that's a good choice of words. For that.
Gently take my helmet, put it back on.
And so we see you guys reach this debriefing room, this conference room of sorts. You hit a button on the wall, door just slides open. However, the noise you want to throw in there. Both those are pretty good sliding door noises.
That was pretty good.
You know what's also good?
Yo, another
She
ship just take
got
off?
you, dude. She got you good.
Another.
Fucking gorilla shows up.
Dude.
God damn it.
How many ships are launching near here? Jesus.
And so you see it's a very sterile environment. Like just everything's white in here. It's just this generic kind of egg white walls like you saw before, like metal desks, plastic or probably like metal folding chairs as well. Everything is probably, collapsible to take out of here. And Sarah's in there. She's still in her suit. She overheard little speakers just like, oh, come on in, sit down. So we'll go over everything. And you notice there are like two individuals that are look like they're from like a science team. Like they've got data pads out and they're in full suits.
And their uniforms are blue.
In this room, sterile, white, metal chairs, tables. Sarah Carpenter sits. Two people with blue costumes on, two blue jumpsuits.
I might be copywritten.
Is it?
No, I'm joking. Good.
Baby
color blue.
Nice.
Turquoise.
Cerulean?
Oh.
Yeah.
Welcome to Cerulean City.
Yeah, sure. I don't know what that word. That's probably offshoot of blue, I'm assuming.
It's blue.
Aquamarine?
Aquamarine.
Cyan.
Non-copyrighted
I know,
blue.
we're getting
Not-
deep in here.
Legally distinct.
Yeah. A cyan.
Distinct from blue.
They've got one suit, they've got, like I said, they've got data pads, and there are two other individuals in there who look like they are from the security force as well.
Oh, so there's 4 people, or do these 2 look like they're the security?
They are not. There are her plus 4 other people.
Okay.
Two from
Okay.
look like a science
2
team.
scientists, 2
from looks
potential
like security.
Got
Do
it.
the security people look mad?
No, but they are in full suits, and you can clearly see they have like laser rifles with them.
Oh, gee, okay.
And do we have our guns? I know.
I'm not-
I believe I took a pistol.
No.
You
wait.
took a piss.
I
So,
can't- I
okay,
can't
the
remember.
guns we brought down, we still have on our person.
Oh,
They
yes.
weren't like,
Yeah.
leave your guns at the fucking
No.
door. Okay.
Yeah, cool. That is good.
I
That's
pull
good.
out
So
my
we
slug
have to firefight
launcher,
our
and
way.
I think
put
that
a
would be a
bullet in
red
all their
flag
heads.
if they were like, your guns.
Give me a roll.
No, I don't do that yet.
In this room that we are currently in, it was a meeting conference room.
Yeah, imagine
Okay.
like probably it's. Probably a 20-foot room, like 20 by 20-foot room.
But it's in like
Okay.
the science area?
Yeah, it's in the science
Okay.
area.
Okay.
That's where like you
Yeah,
met
yeah.
her with like the
Right.
emissaries are kind of probably more tied in with the science than they are any other part, so they kind of have
Okay.
offices over there
Would two
in that wing of this compound.
are there any panels or sensors in this room that would control anything on the outside? Like, is there like a big red button for like alarms, or is there like a environment control? Like, can we just take away the environment in the room? Like, would Toot know any of that?
You couldn't take the environment away. It's breathable air all throughout here.
Okay.
Or even like a temperature control panel, or
I'm sure there is one in there. Yeah. So
Okay,
people-
but would
gonna make
she
people
would
moist.
she know? Would she know that?
I mean, we haven't really.
you have
been-
eyes. You can look around.
Oh, okay.
We haven't been here that long.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll say like
Although
if
it
you
it is kind of a modular design. You were saying,
right. So there's probably some sort of panel on the wall that has like a air control.
too
Controls
cold.
the HVAC and stuff like that. Are you trying to crawl in a vent? Is that where we're getting toward? You trying to?
Toot is making. She is trying to devise a plan of like some sort of distraction in case she needs to have
Gotcha.
them look somewhere else. And
I'm fine.
shoot them?
Yeah, there is absolutely going to be some sort of panel on the wall.
Okay.
That would be a climate control or like dim the lights, all that kind of stuff, like a touch screen that we would expect.
Blex,
All right.
can you
She's gonna
Wi-Fi
stand next to
hack
that.
everyone's butt plugs?
you have to turn on right now.
You just have like drones.
That is the
around
last
it.
place I want AI in my butt plugs.
But imagine if it learned your algorithm. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god,
Jesus
that's amazing.
Have you
Future
guys?
is truly bright.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the Shark Tank thing that spins your phone around because of frequency? That's what would happen to you. You would just start rotating.
Like negotiations would just be silent and be like,
All right, back to the game. Toots wants to make some...
can we vote for Jedt having butt plug drones where they just sneak into
Ew.
someone?
Can we not vote for that?
No.
I abstained from that.
I tried to yes and, but butt plug drones are.
That's a t-shirt right there.
I mean, I'm fine with he could try to create some butt plug drones, but that's gonna be really hard to navigate a
it would be
drone
very
through
hard.
pants into someone's butt.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw that out there.
With enough
Said
lube,
anything
anything
about
is.
pants.
Yeah, exactly. The secret is making it very small, and then it grows over time.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get in there, and then
Yeah.
it's like, whoa.
People think that boys are gross, but truly the worst ideas come from me.
And we wouldn't have it any
I
other
make
way.
no apologies, sir.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unapologetic.
I would expect nothing else.
But I do think I might have missed the vibe. Is
Okay.
it pretty normal for us to be debriefed, or do we feel like we're being interrogated?
I
That's a good
think
question.
I think that you, Blex, would probably think this is just a normal thing.
Oh, okay.
I think that Toots and Jedt would definitely. This feels a little odd.
So, okay,
given that as they've
from
been
their
walking-
recon roll,
Yes.
they are picking up things.
Yes.
That, okay.
They're
that
noticing
makes
little
sense, that
things
makes
here and
sense.
there that were not part of that. But you're just like,
I'm just
okay,
chilling.
yeah,
Okay.
this is how things go.
Well, that's how I feel right now. So
Yep.
cool.
Good.
So yeah, and I'm like, I guess like,
Do
hey,
you?
so do we recognize anyone? We do recognize the main like science lady, right?
Yeah,
No?
you noticed Sarah. The other two science officers you do not know,
Yeah,
and then I don't think you guys have been here long enough to know like any of the other four people in the room. To be honest with you,
Yeah. So I'll be
you
like,
guys haven't spent a whole lot of time with them, so
all right, yeah. What's the what's the deal? What are we
What up?
doing?
What
I kind
gives?
of like we just got back. We have some stuff to report. Yeah. What do we? What comes next?
And Sarah's just like, well, I appreciate you guys coming to the room, having to sit down as we kind of debrief everything. She kind of turns to
Yeah, how can we help you?
two science officers. She's like, please begin recording, blah, 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 date such and such, blah, 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 entry number, giving information on what to name these files as they go through. And so she's like, okay, so to sit down, did you guys pick up anything on your scanners or anything? I know that you sent drones ahead. Was there anything unusual that you picked up? Are we able to have access to that data so we can verify? But did you pick up anything odd as you went down?
No, yeah, I just had my drone kind of plot our course. I kind of wanted to make sure that it could, as a black box, it could report anything in case something happened to us. But we're here now. We're
Excellent.
safe and
Okay.
sound.
Okay, awesome. Good to hear. And you guys didn't notice anything abnormal on the way down? You didn't see anything out of the ordinary? I know you wouldn't know what the ordinary is, but anything that stood out to you that we should follow up on next time we go down?
Well, you should definitely eat those bugs. That's what you should definitely do.
We will get to that. So
Yeah.
He almost said it like New York. Like, you should eat the bugs, You should eat them.
You should eat the bugs.
Yeah.
Blex, what were you going to say?
I mean, I was just going to say there was a giant whale.
Yeah, the
Yes,
little
yes,
thing.
We're working on the giant whale. The other team is still down in the hole. We haven't. They're
Oh, that's
down.
right. They did send a.
Yeah, so we're
Reveal
waiting to hear
what's
back
going
from them on what happened there, but we're focusing on our mission. Well, we went down today to talk with the. What did you say their actual name is?
The Thremlix is what they call
Thremlix,
themselves.
Okay, awesome, good to know. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. She's like, okay, well, let's get into that. That's kind of the burning question here. It's my understanding that 4 of you ate.
So yeah, I want to make it clear.
only 3.
These grubs?
Yeah, so I want to make it clear is
Jedt
that
didn't.
I can't attest to anything that they are saying specifically. I trust my crew, obviously, but I didn't take the bug. I did that
Okay.
for science. I wanted to make
Gotcha.
sure that one of us didn't.
Okay.
But the
Excellent.
rest can attest to...
I will say at the time you were saying, well, it'll be like a control thing, like a control
Exactly,
group.
Yeah.
No, very smart.
That
That's
was
very smart.
That was not needed at the time, but now I'm thinking it's probably a good idea. I'm getting the vibe that they're not going to trust 3 of us.
Excellent. No, that's a really. I'm glad. Smart thinking. That's a smart thinking
I
there.
like
Jeff.
how Blex is just vibing right now.
I was looking through the catalog. But
I will need a second one.
Shopping again?
equipment catalog.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
And so she kind of like makes note of that. She's like the Thremlix. Okay. And so exactly what did you digested the bug. How long was the onset before you were able to hear them, you say?
Seconds.
Seconds.
I mean, it was seconds, though, right? Like,
yeah, it was pretty quick.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. So okay, so probably got into your bloodstream, your digestive system real quick. She's like trying to like think of like the reasons behind this.
Oh, I see.
I don't know how it works. All I know is
absolutely. We don't either.
Hey, you can thank Toots over here. She took the leap of faith, did it first.
I appreciate that. I do. No. Okay, so how did their language come across to you? Were you able to just like instantly understand? Did you hear them all at once? Were you able to focus the conversations?
So I want to make sure I'm not saying it out of turn. It was kind of like a vague hive mind.
Yes. But you could hear like his voice
hearing
louder
all
than
the
others.
voices, but then the one we were talking to. So I put that across. Like it was as soon as I ate it, at least, I can only speak for myself, that I could hear all of them, like some sort of hive mind, but the one we were speaking to clearer than the rest.
Fascinating.
Proximity based, it appears.
Okay, proximity based.
So it's not like all of them are connected, via long range.
Wait, how would he know?
Well, no, because I asked specifically. I asked him.
He did, yeah. He's been asking those questions. She's like, excellent. Oh, wow, fascinating. Okay, and so what did you learn from them? And you guys can just like explain everything over the last
I explained
episode.
like the ones that were talking to that they've been dealing with are outcasts.
Right.
That they told us a little bit about these weird big whale creatures they just called beings. They didn't have a name for them or anything. That they live deeper underneath. There's like a hollow earth kind of situation going on.
We've been trying to name them sins. We think that's going to be a good non-copyrighted way to call them.
I forgot about that. But I'd relay everything we learned.
Excellent, cool.
Which isn't a whole lot, but
no, and they ask you like another, and the whole time these people are just writing like you see them typing on these notepads. And she's like, excellent, good to know.
I guess what I would want to stress, in case that wasn't encapsulated in that montage that just happened, like the where they are politically and what they're like, the fact that what the other faction is like, and what
I think that most of all is what I would definitely want to get across. That the impression we got was that the majority of their race would probably just, at least according to them, just start war.
She's like, oh.
We haven't verified with the other faction. But...
True. No, that's good call. And she kind of like looks at one of the security guys there. She's like, get a phone call into the other crew going down that tunnel. Just have them be wary of any bugs they come across. If this is true, just have them be ready. And you hear the person just kind of nod, and you see them like put their hand to their thing, and you can't hear what they're saying because it's through another comm channel.
But I want to make it very clear that the crew we talk to are outcasts.
No, absolutely,
and,
yes.
And like they're an asset, if anything, right? So like they are informants as to the others. They're the ones that got outcasted. So I think like I want to make sure we're in alignment on like
no, absolutely. And look, we are not going to we'll protect ourselves against attacks, but we're not going to be an aggressor in the situation. If we have a group that we can work with, then that's a group we're going to work with. If the other ones choose to explore hostile means, then certainly we are not equipped here to handle an entire thing like that. We will have to get Prime Dominion back up. But for now, we are going to deal with the ones that we know are peaceful, that you guys have confirmed they're not hostile towards us. And she's like, the symbol that they had, that's you say that's the symbol of their clan.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. That's what we assumed as we kind of were going through stuff, but we just want to verify that as well. Just make sure everything's recorded on like paper.
And that symbol is actually kind of proof of them being an outcast. Like,
interesting.
Apparently, like, that is a symbol assigned to them by the others because of their outcast nature. And as a side note here, I just want to be very clear that we're helping here, and we've helped you quite a bit because of the whole information we're providing, kind of on our own voluntary basis, because we wanted to help, because I think we happen to be here, and we happen to be able to help. So I want to make sure that we've been fully transparent with you. So I think it's really important that you be transparent with us. If the moment that it seems like our trust isn't bilateral,
why are there security officers in here with us?
So the moment that it doesn't feel like that trust is bilateral, I think that's going to cause a little bit of a problem. So make sure that I want to make sure that if there should be trust between us. Do you agree?
and so she's just like, no, I understand where you're coming from, Mr. Jedt, and you guys have, Mr. Coinbitter, and I appreciate you guys' help in all of this. And transparency, absolutely. That is something that we all need to be a part of, and the reason we have security here is, frankly, we don't know what's happened to you in the process of eating that bug. And we don't know what that entails for you biologically or anything like that. Until we're able to figure that out, you're going to be under our care, is probably the best way to put it, as we're going to study you and make sure that we understand the full consequences or determination of what that grub did to your biological
It's fair,
features.
but I don't think it did anything.
Well, you're able to
Don't say it's fair.
understand
Yeah.
these creatures now, so that leads me to believe that something abnormal has happened to the Werenex region of your brain.
Oh, wow.
The what?
The Werenex. That's the Werenex area is what controls language comprehension.
Oh, wow, nice.
I looked that shit
Damn.
up.
But this is where they messed up, because one of my favorite episodes of Star Trek Next Generation is Measure of a Man, where they try to upgrade Data, and he's like, well, I'm not Starfleet property. So are we under contract with the Prime Dominion?
Oh, you took a contract to come out here and deliver the goods.
And in the contract, does it say that we are subject to it? Like, so legally, I think Blex would start looking up the contract and having Brent go through it with a fine-tooth comb and see how to get us out of here.
Gotcha.
I mean, as far as I was underware,
bureaucratically.
yeah, like it almost seemed like, based on what Chris said, like we delivered the goods. We're like free agents now.
We were
Right.
here to. We only went down there as an offer of help.
Right.
We are not under any jurisdiction. Like we're not under your jurisdiction.
Right. So she's just like, well, it is pertinent to us and, well, probably to the Prime Dominion that we don't let you leave until we fully know if that's contagious or not within your body.
Do you think that probably holds up in court?
I immediately cough right in her face.
She's got a full suit on.
Yeah,
Okay,
Everybody
you're right.
has
I forgot about that.
that was a dope move, though. Holy shit!
That's why I've made it extremely clear that everyone's had a suit.
You got me there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just like picture like a coughing match, but everyone has helmets, and it's just like,
You take out her vac suit's air
I forgot we had helmets on, so I don't cough in her
filter.
face.
You just
Yeah,
cough
you
in
even
the
put your
glass.
helmet on.
Well, yeah, you're right. I did.
You did. So yeah, she's like, we've sent a courier off to talk with the Prime Dominion about this, but we feel that it's in best interest that until we know fully what's happening to you, we cannot, in good faith, let you off this planet and see what if you are infected with something. We can't let you go. It is not safe to the Prime Dominion. It's not safe to the universe until we know for sure.
All right. What are you thinking? All right, so we're not going to be in cells, right?
What are you
Or
thinking?
They're not going to be in cells. Yeah, right. What do you? Let's be crisp with what you're describing here.
Well, you, Mr. Coinbitter, have you been around them without your suit on since they've digested the bug?
Toot just like raises her hand, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we've been close."
What? Okay, I don't know what she's referring to.
She's mad at Jedt for taking all the cards and just putting them all on the table. So she's like, "You're with us now." So
she's got a bug in her. I wouldn't trust her.
she's like, "I gave that bug
she's
to
one
you,
of them.
bitch."
I'm not with these bug
Yeah,
eaters.
exactly.
We might benefit from having someone on their side to speak for us.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like,
That's
so basically, I have had my helmet on this entire time. My filter is up to date. It's been refreshed. My air filter, I don't know, whatever.
I-
Kind of
That sounded good. That sounded good.
technobabble.
Yeah.
Out of precaution, we're going to scan you as well to make sure if there's no abnormalness
That sounds
with
good.
the other three.
Toot's like,
you're
"There's only
free.
should be one abnormal thing."
Is that a pregnancy joke?
Yeah, I don't know actually.
I don't know. I was thinking crabs or gonorrhea.
Wow. Damn,
I don't think that's going to show up on a scan like that,
Damn,
but
Jack
who
Nicholson.
knows?
Hey, this is some sci-fi future. I mean,
Yeah, it sounds like
man.
they need a better scan.
Scan for crabs,
Space
bro.
crabs.
Yeah, scan. Honestly, while you're scanning me, go ahead and throw in the crabs filter on that too, just so you can see.
Yeah, exactly.
Just drink this dye. It will affect the
I'm
crabs.
10 years overdue for my annual.
Chris, quick question.
Quick answer.
As a former member of the military, is this kind of thing like if we had gone to a new undiscovered planet and there's a potential for a biological contagion. Is this like standard practice? Like they're going to absolutely quarantine you. Are not allowed to leave.
Yeah,
period.
There would be some form of that where it's like until they know that you're not going to be infectious, especially with it's something foreign, they're going to try to keep
Okay,
you.
well then Zander, he's a little pissed off, but like he understands what they're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Thinks it's a little extreme, but like
We don't. Yeah,
maybe like we'll stay here for a few days
We're gonna
if
get
Well,
need
feed.
be.
we don't know how long this is going to take. It could be a month. It could be a year.
Yeah.
We need to make sure we do a full, rigorous study of everything biological in you.
Let's go. Let's get the scan started.
Here's your stool sample.
Brought to him by a butt plug drone.
A spaceship flies away in the distance.
Damn,
And
that
that's
was a
the
big ship.
episode.
But yeah, so she kind of looks at you. She's like, "Well, I appreciate your help in the matter here, Zander, Mr. Cross, Toots, sorry, Miss Rodgers, Blex."
So casual.
Yeah, yeah.
Only my friends call me too.
That's why she corrects herself. We're not on that level yet.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
One day, I hope that we'll become friends like
Call
that.
me by
but-
my first
Fuck
name.
you, bitch.
Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch.
Fuck you, bitch.
So she's like, Miss Rodgers, Mr. Blex, I hope that you follow your friend's lead here and make this as non-contentious as possible. We're not doing this to harm you. We just need to have an understanding of what happened to you biologically. And so
Yep.
she just kind of stops there and like looks at you all. What's going through your guys' heads? What are you thinking?
I kind of just tell everyone, I'm like, listen, just obviously comply, and I'm sure that everything is going to be above board and by the book as possible.
You're turning into one of them, dude.
Well, and there's a reason I said
You
that.
changed,
right?
man.
Yeah, you changed. That was quick. I ate the other bug. No. I was just so I said that because I wanted to
Make it seem like you're being
exactly.
super cooperative.
Well, and also just like they better be doing this by the book, or else
yeah.
or else. So
I think I would. I mean, it really doesn't seem like Blex has a choice in the matter. Obviously, there's guys with guns that are. I mean, I don't think my character would think like a firefight is the way to solve it.
Sure.
I do think he would have Brent be looking into whatever contract Blex signed.
Sure.
And I also think Blex would be like using ChatGPT to find like a good legal representation for us, because like if they do happen to allow us to contact a lawyer or someone, I would like to get that process started.
I feel like I doubt they're going to let us get.
I doubt it, but yeah.
my broker skill might come in handy here. Let's
Ooh,
see
yeah,
it.
that's a
Let's
good
see
one.
it.
Yeah.
I think that there's a lot going through Toots' head at the moment. One is no one keeps baby in the corner.
Nice.
Sure.
Oh no!
Always number one. Always.
Yeah. But two is if she has a warrant out for her arrest, she won't be able to get her shit back. And she needs her shit back ASAP. Three, she's thinking about like, if I just go stealth mode in this suit, how far can I get? But she's not a captain, so she's not going to be able to get inside the ship and like fly away.
Yeah, like what are you going to do?
Yeah,
Run off
exactly.
into the rocky wilderness?
Yeah, I guess that's where I want to know group wise. Are you guys going to go along with this? Are you going to try to like
we'll
run
comply.
away from it?
Yeah.
Or are you going to try to?
I just
Doesn't
think,
sound like you're
like-
going to blast your way out.
Right, exactly. Not yet.
Sure.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Can I confidently talk essentially under my breath with all our helmets on without anyone knowing that I'm even talking? Is that like is
Just
it
turn
obfuscated
away.
enough? Right.
Turn away.
I don't think they are, but
Right. like me.
Tint
if
your
I,
helmet so nobody can
if
see
I
you.
go to cough even though I have my helmet on. I was kind of just wondering like if I could spread the word of like the play is like I'm going to be outside and I'm going to I'm going to look into our contract like you are, like the legal ramifications, I'm sure, and then also just like I'll be the one that can deliver guns if things aren't going well.
I feel like that's a lot to say in a cough.
No, well, yeah, sorry. Once again, like
Specific call.
Yeah,
Bring new guns if you need it.
I was saying like I mean I could stretch, right? Whatever, like however, basically
that is a stretch. You're right.
lol. Whatever. If you think that I need to, I was asking if I could, right? If you it didn't look like I could, then I wouldn't do it.
I think that I'm trying to think how you would do
Whatever
this. 'Cause you would have to
confidently do
switch into a comm mode in there, and then let them all know that. I'm fine saying like she'll give you guys time to think about it. She's like, I'll give you guys a second to think about this,
Process this, yeah.
and then we'll have that conversation. You let us know when you're ready. And so they kind of walk past you guys. They leave, go through the door, and it's just you four left in this area. And then like you hear the door close, and then you hear like security locks as well. Like they're not.
Yeah, so I say the first thing is like, do we think that this is a secure channel?
We're being
Not at all. We're
on
being
camera
watched.
for sure.
Okay,
Right.
that's
But
fine. Like,
also-
should we switch channels essentially if we're talking?
I think they'll still hear us talking.
Yeah, we're definitely being monitored
Seriously?
right now,
Yeah.
100%.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also with her saying, "I'll let you think about it," that implies we have a choice. So
Right.
do we?
I don't. Well, I think that's Chris being generous.
We have
maybe.
a choice to comply and make it easy on them. I think that's the only choice they're giving us.
Well, I
This is
mean,
generally standard procedure and
yeah.
potential biological contamination.
Have any
We
of
give
us
them a little bit of
said,
leeway.
"No, I will not allow you to do that"?
Not
No.
yet.
I mean,
You could try it if you
with
like.
her saying like, "I'll let you guys talk about
I
it."
guess
it kinda
Can you
just
be
sounds like
crisp
we have a
about what
choice.
she? I mean, I feel like Michael Scott. Like you have 24 hours. It's like
Yeah.
we don't know what you're talking.
I'll let them take their scans. I mean, what, 3 of us just ate bugs, now we can hear this alien race. How long have they been here? They've been here months, years, and now we can finally communicate with them? Whatever. I'll give them their 24 hours. I'll give them their scan.
Exactly.
Okay.
I guess I'll just be above board. I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna, I think like as long as they're going by the book, I think this is let's let the
Standard
procedure. Exactly.
Cool.
So
and,
far.
I think if they start deviating from, like if they're not going by the book, I'm gonna talk to them. Basically,
Sounds good.
It's kinda like, that's what I say.
All right.
I'll follow the crowd.
Yeah.
we
And
go.
just to Toots could not get her shit back if there's like a warrant out for her arrest, right? If she shot 3 security guards to escape the planet, then she wouldn't be able to get her shit back.
I mean, she
Well,
could still try to get her shit
If you
back.
get,
It just
if you
be
get there
harder.
faster than the news of their
Yep.
murders,
Remember, there's no.
I do want to know. This is something our characters would know. Is the Prime Dominion an organization that can arrest us? Do they have like the powers of arrest?
Yeah, they're the overall
The governing
the
body.
governing
Okay.
bodies.
Okay.
So yes, they do.
Yeah, Space Force.
Okay.
some branch of that government probably
Right.
could arrest
Yeah.
us.
Okay, cool.
And so, all right, we see you guys sitting in this room, talking this out.
Yeah, Toots is pissed, by the way.
I'm sure she is. Absolutely. The door opens. Sarah enters with the 2
I
armed
start
guards this time.
blasting.
Not necessarily. The 2 science officers are waiting outside. Again, everyone's fully decked in armor.
Yeah.
Or not armor, but like suits. And she's like, comes over the intercom, just like, well, decision's been made, I hope.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a quick question.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Are we free to go?
Yeah.
She's like, no, unfortunately, I mean, we would prefer to keep this as a peaceful way of you.
We would prefer to keep this, but are we free to go?
And she's like, she's trying to think about it.
Diplomatic. She's rolling.
Am I being detained?
Am I under
So
arrest?
she's like, she thinks about it for a little bit.
I got you, Copper.
She's
Your
not a
cop, you
cop.
have to tell me.
She kind of pauses and she's quiet for a little bit, and she's like, yes, you have to stay here. You are under our jurisdiction of this planet. We cannot let you off planet without knowing exactly what is inside of you currently.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
We are not. You are not going to die in this process. We're not going to cut your heads open.
Thank
You're
God.
afraid of that?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah, now I am.
We have pretty good medical knowledge.
I just pull my gun out slow.
Yeah.
No.
No. So she's like, yeah, she's basically just like,
Yeah.
we are in dire need times. We are using the authority that we need to keep you here. We don't know how long it's going to take. As long as we
I
can
get
see
it.
things are good.
Professional jealousy. We beat you your years of work in about 30 minutes. That's fine.
Yeah,
I
we
get
just
it.
tried to tell you how to do your job, and we did it better than you, and now you're upset.
Yeah, you got it. Good. Glad. She like, claps her hands.
It's fine. I understand. Let's get the scans over with.
All right. And so that is
How's
where
my
we
crabs looking?
fade out.
How's the butt plug? You got your scan of that?
Meescha, you have a topic you wanted to talk about? Something
Cody knows what I'm gonna say, but like it's topical and it's hilarious at the end. Okay, so
it's a cream that makes you laugh. Get it topical and
okay, so I'm trying to catch up on my horror films.
Okay.
And sorry, it's just all washers have this long melody that they
it goes so long. It goes so long.
It's so long.
Yeah.
But so what happened was I watched Smile 1 with Cody last night.
Okay.
And as most of you know, there's a Smile 2 that's out that you can watch.
Mm-hmm.
So we watched the first one, and then Cody asks ChatGPT, without spoilers, give me the synopsis of the second film.
First thing I said,
I like
no
that.
spoilers. Just kind of tell me if there's if the second film is basically worth watching based on it having new things. I'm like, if they're just going to rehash the same concept and it's just new people, right? Then I've seen the movie already. Why do I need to watch it a second time? So go ahead. I had to like qualify.
Yeah.
I was the prompt engineer in that case,
Yes,
so I had to explain.
he was. And so
Prompt
ChatGPT.
That's just loser with more letters.
So I would say the defining feature of Smile 2 was the finale of it. It was different. It was very different from the first one. They try to shake things up. ChatGPT's description was exactly how it ended. It was the spoiler
It was like
of the film.
not a spoiler.
Nice.
It was like
The
the
spoiler.
quintessential
you asked
point.
it,
Nice.
is it worth watching? No spoilers. And it went, yeah, here's the finale.
Yeah. Like it literally had 2 blocks, and I think maybe that was the problem. Is like the first block was like, oh yeah, no, it really doesn't do anything new, and it kind of went into that. And then the second was like, there is one unique scenario, and then it literally says the thing, and I probably don't want to say it just for, but literally goes like, and I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. Like literally the finale of the movie. I'm like, if that's at the beginning, that really sets the tone for this movie, and maybe it is different. So
yeah, so I spent the entire film just like waiting. When is this going to happen? And it was like at the end, and I was like, huh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm no expert, but it sounds like it could have been an issue with the prompt.
It could absolutely. You know what? I got nothing. That's true.
You know what? It could also be use ChatGPT. You need to use Grok 3.0.
Oh,
that's the good one nowadays.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly. Then it would have said something like super racist on top of that. And
hey, it's unfiltered.
I feel like you're just
woke
making up
AI.
words
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Grok is like the Twitter one. It's Elon Musk's AI.
Oh,
It's
gross.
XAI.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine an
is
AI
really-
built on that shit.
It is really funny because he made it
So
he made
America.
it free
Okay.
for a little bit.
Yeah.
You can literally type into it, who's the biggest spreader of misinformation
Yeah,
on X?
I
And it
saw
goes,
that.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, that's amazing. And then they like added into the hard coded thing like do not talk bad, like, or don't spread misinformation about like Elon Musk or Donald Trump or something like that.
It is some kind of like tweaking. There's a hand on the scale with that thing.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
my favorite thing was the China released the OpenAI thing that's better than OpenAI.
DeepSeek.
Yeah.
And then like OpenAI are like, no, they took our information that we took from these people. It's like you can't complain.
It's
Like,
like,
you do artificial shit.
Wallace Shawn and Princess Bride, like they trying to steal what I rightfully stole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
There
ridiculous.
was one more just like that where it was actually a Reddit post where it basically demonstrated exactly what happened to me with that spoiler thing. It was someone asking ChatGPT like, give me an image of an empty room with absolutely no elephants.
And it made an elephant.
And then it put like 2 elephants in there. It was like, here's an image with no elephants. And it's like, what are those gray things that with the long noses? And it's like, oh, those might be elephants actually.
That's a fat aardvark.
I will. One of the things that I really like, category posts that I really like, is somebody asking any kind of AI thing like, how many N's are there in the word mayonnaise? And it's like, there's one. And where are they? And it's like here, and it makes like 5 N's in the word or something. Like when you ask it to do or not do something, it can't fucking.
That's
do it.
amazing. Yeah, it's very incapable in specific cases. Like, and there's actually like Reddits. Well, it's like a hobby on some Reddits to basically explore that, because the most recent one is like, find something simple that it should be able to do that it has so much trouble doing. And the most recent one was like, give me an image of a wine glass that's full of wine, like to the brim, a full wine glass, something simple. But because most images that it's derivative off of would never, the images
They don't fill it up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's like it has no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
That's going to run our government soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Smile 2 was worth it. Just don't ask ChatGPT for a synopsis.
I wasn't going to.
I'll never ask
don't-
ChatGPT anything.
Yep.
I don't know about
I
that.
will
I
use
will
AI
never-
as long as I can.
I learned from Dune. The Butlerian Jihad was a good thing, and I never want to deal with the machine in the image of the mind of man.
I started God Emperor of Dune,
Oh, yeah.
and it's very wild because it's like
Fucking wild.
it's like 2 time periods, and the first one's like 3,000 years ahead of the end of Children of Dune, and then the second one's even further than that I haven't figured out like what that time
you'll
period
see
is.
what's
I'm
going
sure I
on with
will,
that. Yeah.
but it's pretty cool so far. I'm
Nice.
digging it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible.
it's it made me realize I was wrong about Paul. He's not the shitty one. Leto is the
Leto,
shitty
too.
one. So I take back all
that's-
my shit talk of Paul.
That is the whole thing. That is the entire point of Dune Messiah is Paul realizing that he can't do that.
He doesn't
And
want to,
He
yeah.
can't do it. He has to turn away from the golden path.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
But then Leto
But his
second's
son-
like, let's do it, baby. So
fuck
yes.
it, we ball.
So I take back all derogatory things I said about Paul Atreides.
Understandable.
So I stand on that. I stand on that. Throw myself
just,
in front
just
of him.
wait until you get to the end of God Emperor and then
We're
get
getting
back
there.
to me.
Is it because of White Pony or whatever band you were talking about before?
What?
No, that was an album.
What? My Pony's an album.
Oh, I'm so
yeah.
sorry.
You've
guys
listened
know
to the
Deftones.
Deftones.
I don't know Deftones.
I don't believe
Dude,
you.
you've watched the Dragon Ball Z Broly video.
I have not. I didn't ever watch Dragon Ball Z.
I think
What?
I think I've seen that video, and I'm sure I know what Deftones sound like, but I can't tell you what they sound like.
I was an Inuyasha girl through and through.
I know.
Tsunami.
I know. It's okay.
I feel like you've heard the Deftones. You just don't know. You
Only
might.
dreams now.
Only dreams.
I could play Deftones after this if you'd like, so you can hear them.
Do you think I would
They
like
don't
it, Chris?
want to. Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, I think you like. Was that Trivium? Right?
Yes.
You guys like that stuff?
Yeah.
I think
Well,
you-
we did when we were like 15 years ago.
you still don't.
I mean, did I
Come on.
have I sung "This Is
I don't
for the
know.
Rats" within the last week? Yes,
Okay.
I have.
Yeah, you like Deftones. I mean, I bought a Limp Bizkit album, vinyl, like 4 years ago. So,
Mhm.
just saying.
Yeah.
They do sound identical to Limp Bizkit.
They do. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
they don't. At all.
hot dog for
Gotcha.
water.
Deftones was the first of those bands to actually explore like different genres other than just new metal. So
You know they started in 1988?
I don't know.
Oh,
That's when
wow.
they formed as a band.
That is as old as I am.
Yeah.
Me too.
I don't like
Same
that.
season.
I'm
that
older
crazy?
than that. So
Wait,
I
you're
mean,
born
that's
the
what
same year
like
as me?
Wikipedia
88.
said.
Same.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm
Weird.
87, so
I think I'm older than you because I was born in January. So
got him.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. yeah.
I just thought you were like more older than me.
Thanks.
We just like every illusion that people had of our age has now been dispelled,
Yep.
except for Jake and Chris.
Yeah, they still don't know about me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone knows I'm an old fart.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And by old fart, I
know
mean
about
like I was born in '84, so it's not that old.
Oh, God, you're practically a corpse.
I know. I'm gonna be 41
You're
this
like
year.
Old man yells at clouds energy.
To be fair, I've had that since my 20s.
Oh wow.
All right, Jake, you're the last one.
I'm going to stay the last one.
Nice. All right.
Can't give me that information away. That's how they get a hold of you.
Yeah.
Jake is between 16 and 107 years old. There you go.
That you think.
Thank you, Meescha. Yeah, that I could be 15 or I could be 107. You
Yeah.
will never know.
Exactly. Give me some skibbity toilet. Yes. Yeah, do it. No. Okay, so he just proved he's not 15. He's the opposite. He's 106.
No, I am wearing my Jinko jeans.
Oh, okay. All right, now I'm back to
But do you have the chain? Did they have chain wallets? I forgot to ask that part.
I didn't see any chain wallets, but
Okay.
I did see like a cool pair that had like a graffiti Jinko like stitched into the leg
Okay.
and with like yellow. I was like, that kid definitely paid like $400.
Oh, yeah.
for those pants.
Christ.
Yeah.
Because I remember you needed a wallet chain with Jinkos because those pockets were so goddamn deep.
Yeah, how are you
It's
gonna
like-
find
yeah,
it? Like, you
like-
can't just dig in there and
You look like a weirdo. Just like
But I'm
yeah.
telling you, like these kids didn't have wallets. They didn't have money.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I
true.
mean? They didn't have an ID.
They don't have an
on them.
ID. They have no
Yeah,
reason to
have
carry
their-
that.
Yeah,
They don't have a
their
Costco
pay by
card.
scan chip in their wrist.
yeah. They just put their
Yeah.
brain next to the scanner and it reads their chip.
Yeah.
They're all employed by Elon Musk.
They're on the Doge
Terrible.
team.
Yeah. They're
Oh,
firing government employees
Anyway,
right
sorry,
now.
we're derailing.
That was
again.
a white pony derail.
Yep.
That was. It was quite-
We do luckily have enough band where we can just take that band and clip it for 4 episodes.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
true. Funny story. This is another quick tangent, but it's super funny and poignant.
They're never quick.
Yeah, never quick, never poignant.
So like 20 years ago,
Never applicable.
20 years ago, I went with Cody to his church so his little sister could get baptized, and Cody and his friend could not start making fart sounds when
Yes.
she was getting
Shocker!
done.
I no longer go to that church or churches in general.
And just
But-
like remembering like Cody and his friend just making fart sounds like when his little sister
During
just
the
getting
baptism?
dunked in the
Dude.
baptism.
I will never laugh
Apparently
as hard.
Never respected the house of
Literally,
God.
laughter is a bomb. Like if you try to compress it, it will only get. Like compress a fart, it will only.
I'm proud of you
get
for doing
fartier.
Oh, it was really funny.
What's
I
that
hope
guy's
so.
name? Joseph Smith? He would have laughed.
Yeah,
He would have
exactly. See, yeah, no, exactly.
He'd have wrote in his golden scribes or whatever it was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he'd be making fart noises for sure.
And just like seeing like the proud look on the sister's face, she was like, she's like, I am baptized. I'm an
Yeah,
adult
this
now.
is an
And she was like
important moment,
8,
and I'm
and
like-
like Cody and his friends were like,
That's not
Welcome
what
to Brown.
you're not here to make you an adult. You're here to be baptized. It's different.
she's just so proud and just couldn't stop with the fart sounds.
Yeah,
Okay,
so it was good.
sorry, it was.
That's cool. I read today that apparently gorillas fart a lot because they eat a lot of fibrous diet.
Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Yeah.
I could just imagine people just going through the Congo and just hear a bunch of like fucking farts.
they failed their stealth checks. They're just allowed.
I just couldn't stop thinking of that.
Yeah, dude, imagine you're just in like darkest Africa and you're like lost in the jungle. You're like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
I don't know what the fuck. Everything's silent, and you just hear like,
Yeah.
and you turn
The
around,
most
there's this pair of
terrifying.
eyes staring at you. That's the only warning you had was like,
Dude.
Oh.
What if it was like that, but with Annihilation, where instead of a bear, like with a human voice, it's a fart with a human scream.
and you turn around, it's a bear with like a human face. And you're like, oh,
All right, there. That was a great tangent.
That was
It was
worth it.
worth it. It was worth it.